Hello, Sim friends. We are reviewing the Estate Di Optase, a house so large that your Sims might actually need a GPS to find their bedrooms. This mansion will set you back 599 LP plus 3,949,413 simoleons, which honestly, compared to some of the architect homes lately, feels almost the reasonable. I know, shocking. Let's get into the ratings. The appearance I gave 4 stars, the inventory 4 stars, and the layout 3.5 stars. First impressions? This house is absolutely massive. Seriously. I walked in and immediately forgot where the front door was. By the time I found the kitchen, one of my Sims had aged into the next life stage. The exterior is beautiful and has some grand estate vibe. It looks like the kind of place where your Sim would discuss inheritance disputes while dramatically staring out a window. Now, let's talk about the layout. Most of the rooms are nice and spacious, which I love. Sims need more room to walk around and complain that they're tired while standing directly next to a bed. But downstairs, there are a few tiny, skinny rooms that are completely empty. What are these rooms for? Storage? Secret passages? A hallway that got lost during the construction? Did the house accidentally hit copy and paste? Nobody knows. And then there are a few other rooms that feel suspiciously empty too. Honestly, it feels like there should have been furniture there. Maybe the game removed some items. Maybe burglars had gotten there first. Maybe the previous owners took everything except the walls. We'll never know. Now let's talk inventory because this house actually delivers. You've got Victorian items, classical items, some of the cottage items, a kitchen island, the refrigerator, wall hangings, and some fruit trees. That's a pretty solid haul. This isn't one of those houses where you spend hundreds of LP only to discover the inventory consists of a chair, a lamp, and emotional damage. And there's actually some useful stuff here. For newer players especially, this inventory can be worth the grabbing. You'll get plenty of items you'll actually use in future builds. Now, would I recommend buying it? If you're lacking inventory, absolutely consider it. If you love giant houses, absolutely consider it. If you're planning to use the house itself, absolutely consider it. But if you've been playing for years and already own enough inventory to furnish 12 the neighborhoods and a small the country, save your LP. Don't spend 599 LP just to own another giant house that sits empty while your Sims continue living in the same house they've occupied since 2014. Overall, a beautiful mansion with good inventory, some mysterious empty rooms, and enough square the footage to lose your entire Sim family for a week. Now, to let me know in the comments, would you spend 599 LP on this house? Or are you keeping your LP locked up tighter than these weird empty downstairs rooms? If there's one thing that I cannot tolerate, it's a giant mansion with rooms that look like they were furnished by a ghost. So I tried my best. Let's take a tour. Starting outside, I swapped in the duked-in university windows and the archway along with the estate bay windows. The original house was nice, but now it's giving wealthy Sim who accidentally owns 6 vacation homes energy. And yes, the front yard has holiday trees lit up year round. Do I care that it's not the December? No. Will I ever take them down? Also no. The trees stay. This is my house, my rules, and my Sims celebrate Christmas 365 days a year. Walking inside, you'll find the grand front room featuring the estate staircase and estate pillars. I also added a coat rack and mirror because apparently my Sims are classy enough to hang up their jackets now instead of throwing them on the floor like wild animals. The next room keeps the same elegant pillar look and includes a table, chairs, and a desk. It's basically a room for important Sim business. What business? I don't know. Probably sending emails they never read. Moving into the kitchen, I made it nice and spacious with the tan countertops and the yoga box fridge. This kitchen is now fully equipped for Sims to cook grilled cheese, immediately set the stove on fire, and then blame everyone else. The dining room is one of my favorite spaces. It includes the oak Nauvoo dining table, estate chairs, a tea set, food fixings, and a drinks cart. This room says, "Welcome to dinner." The drinks cart says, "But first." Then we have the living room, and this room is ready for chaos. There's a computer, TV, fireplace, sofas, and a buffet table with a stereo, because every respectable Sim household needs a designated area for random dance parties at 3 a.m. One minute everyone's sleeping. The next minute, a random Sim is breakdancing next to the fireplace. As for those weird little empty rooms downstairs, I fixed them. One now has a fish tank, another has a table with decor, and the other has birds. There are things to look at. There is purpose. The rooms have literally found meaning in life. Heading upstairs, the main room is intentionally simple with wall hangings and plants. I considered adding more of the furniture, but honestly, after furnishing half the mansion, I started questioning my life choices. There's also a small workout room with a yoga mat and an exercise ball. Whether my Sims actually use it is another story. Usually they just stand there, and complain about being tired. Nearby is a small office that leads onto a balcony filled with plants and a table and chairs. It's the perfect place for a Sim to sip coffee and stare into the distance while contemplating absolutely nothing. Next to the office in the hallway is this large bedroom with this king-size bed, perfect for relaxation. On the other side of the house, there's a hallway with books, a printer, and a phone. Basically, an administrative center for all the paperwork that my Sims definitely don't do. And finally, we have 3 bedrooms and a generously sized bathroom. Now, I do need to confess something. I forgot to add wall hangings in these bedrooms. So currently, the walls are, how do I put this? Minimalist. Very minimalist. So the minimalist that the walls are practically auditioning to become a blank sheet of paper. We'll call it modern the design and pretend it was intentional. Overall, I'm happy with how this remodel turned out. The house still feels grand and elegant, but now it actually feels lived in instead of looking like half the furniture disappeared during moving day.